Hi, Beach Channel. My name is Carly, and this is Life and Style. And me and Shannon are back.
Hey, y'all.
Yes, we are back, and we are back with the Reddit stories.
Oh my
everybody
gosh.
loves them. The stories are really hard, though, to like.
It's emotionally tolling, but I do it for y'all.
Yeah, but everybody loves them.
Yes.
Yes. So let's start. These are primarily about like girls' trips and bachelorettes and like all that type of stuff. So
Drama. I just came back from a girls' trip.
I know.
And
you guys had a little bit of drama too.
We did, but it might be confidential.
Oh, it is confidential. We won't talk about it.
We'll see.
We'll talk about this one, which is the Bachelorette Weekend from Hell. This happened a few months ago, but for some reason it still makes me mad every time I think about it. This is a long one, so stay here with me.
I'm right here.
My friend Mary, 25-year-old female from high school, was getting married. She had the wedding and asked me and 6 others to be bridesmaids. I was happy to accept, as Mary is the sweetest person ever and she deserves the world. Our other friends from high school, my ex-friend for quite a while, was asked to be the maid of honor. Fran, 25-year-old female. This I expected, and probably Fran's only time she will ever be maid of honor. I was happy for her, even if we are no longer in touch.
She sounds like a mean girl.
A little bit. Now, I have been a maid of honor twice.
Yeah,
it sounds like she's kind of like,
girl.
oh my God, I'm maid of honor. Like
I'm so great, but maybe not because you're typing on Reddit, but okay.
Okay, so now I've been maid of honor twice, and I know it is a lot to handle. So I was happy to help whenever.
So she's a pro.
I sent Fran a very detailed document of previous bachelorette parties that I planned. Included were daily schedules, activities, meal plans, decorations with links, and games. I also put notes next to the games that require only household items.
So she's a plan A, type A personality.
Yes, I don't even think I'm that bad.
Okay. I don't know. I haven't seen you plan a bachelorette yet.
A bachelorette is like a whole nother thing. You kind of do have to plan everything so everybody knows what's happening.
Yeah.
Because with a lot of girls, it's like a lot. So Fran created a group chat of all the bridesmaids. She welcomed them and told them she chose Colorado as our location.
Ooh, pretty.
She then proceeded to send like 10 Airbnbs with all different prices and locations. Instantly, everyone had an opinion, and the group chat was blowing up.
That's not the way to do it.
Who would have thought? Yeah, you never do that. You pick the bride has to pick the one that she likes, and then everybody goes. Yeah. I don't know.
I wouldn't leave it open to all these differing opinions.
Yeah, the bride is the only one.
This is what I want.
Yeah.
And do you agree, bride? Yes or no?
Yeah. I was pretty confused as the bride had insisted on a warm location, and it was going to be super cold the month of the bachelorette.
What the heck, Mary?
I also looked at plane tickets for the weekend she wanted, and it was $700+.
Oh, Fran is crazy.
Not something I could swing at the moment for a bachelorette.
That's just a flight? Hold on.
It's just the flight.
Oh, absolutely not. Where are they flying from? Dubai?
I don't know. I wonder if they're flying into the mountains, though. I don't know. Before the trip, Fran made us buy the following: shirts, PJs.
She can't make me buy anything. Let's start there.
Shirts, PJs, and aprons. All of them custom ordered through Etsy. Expensive,
pricey,
and ugly. But whatever.
No, not whatever. It's your money, girl. Don't give it to Fran.
You have to do what, like, bachelorettes are like that, though. Okay, I always get the ugly bachelorette things.
Like,
yeah, they are for the bride.
Fran.
But like, it's gonna say something like, "Oh, the bride to be blah blah blah," or
Okay, question. She gave the girls all the options of Airbnbs, but she didn't give them the option to have a say about these customizations that are ugly.
Yeah, I don't know.
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Continue.
Now, day 1, get to Airbnb, decorate, chill, get ready, go out to eat, bar. Only 2 places were open: a local dive bar or a club where it was an $80 ticket.
Lord.
None of the bridesmaids wanted to pay, so dive bar we went.
Oh, geez.
We arrived in our ridiculously ugly shirts to the bar with 2 customers. We entertained ourselves, but after a bit we got bored and went back to the Airbnb and continued drinking until like 4 a.m. I mean, those are always the fun. I've had a few Airbnbs, not Airbnbs, but bachelorettes where you come back to the Airbnb and just have a good time by yourselves and play games and stuff. So
there's a day for that, but not the first night, day one.
Yeah. But like, yeah, everybody's jet lag or like they're recovering.
After their $700 flight, they must be.
Okay. Day 2, an 8 a.m. hike.
No.
They went to 4.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Get ready. Brewery, lunch, games at house.
A hike and then a brewery is crazy.
I think that's fine in Colorado.
I think you need to
that's
hydrate.
Super common in Colorado.
You need to have brunch and you need to have food after hiking.
Well, no, but it's brewery / lunch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The next morning, the maid of honor wakes us all up at 8 a.m. for the hike with very little breakfast food to consume. After 3 minutes into this hike, a few girls opt out and the rest of us struggle on.
Oh, no.
We were all starving at this point and still hadn't gone grocery shopping. Maid of honor promised us all that the brewery had food. The food they had was a $40 charcuterie board. Not caring, we ordered 2. I am not even kidding you. They came out barely full on 2 paper plates. I think we wanted to kill her at that moment. But instead it flipped up.
It's failing.
Yeah. But instead filled up on beer and played card games.
Sounds like what they were doing at home the night before. Could have done that for free.
No, for sure. Finally, we went food shopping, all a bit tipsy and very hungry. When we got home, we were exhausted, even though it was like 3 p.m. Most took naps and hung around. I chilled on the porch swing with Mary and talked while others cooked hamburgers and hot dogs. Then I remembered the aprons and asked the maid of honor if we bought anything from the grocery store to make, aka the reason we bought the stupid $70 aprons.
Oh my gosh.
She said she forgot.
What?
We could possibly make something tomorrow. I asked what she planned on having us make, and she said she would figure it out. One bridesmaid overheard and asked, why the F did she have us buy aprons if she didn't even think of something to do? I suggested maybe running out to Walmart and grabbing paint supplies instead for a messy craft. Fran hated that idea. The bride loved it, but didn't want to step on maid of honor's toes.
Oh my gosh, why is the bride so in love with Fran? Fran sucks. No.
And said even if we didn't use them, we would have them forever.
That's so dumb. Give me my $70 back,
Literally.
Fran.
Like half of the stuff I buy for bachelorette trips I don't use anymore. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That night, she said she would put on our PJs and we were playing games. Again, these pajamas were custom and pretty pricey. Before buying, I had to look at the reviews of the PJs and bought mine 2 sizes bigger as it said it ran small.
Oh boy.
Not sure why I didn't mention it to the group chat because half the girls could barely get theirs on.
Oh no.
Oh, I would be pissed.
Oh no.
I would be pissed if those pajamas didn't fit me.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was super excited about the games and had been pumping up the other bridesmaids about the games I had suggested. Yeah, let's just say Fran didn't take my advice and had planned one single game for the whole night. The game was the Saran Wrap ball game, where players unwrapped a ball of plastic wrap to reveal prizes.
That sounds
something
silly.
I was quite fond of in elementary school.
Yeah.
But we were tipsy and excited to see the prizes. I won't get into it, but I won a dinosaur keychain, socks, random stickers, and a frog necklace.
What is this for children? She thought it was such a great idea. She put it in her suitcase to go to Colorado with. Please.
We started to make fun of the prizes and pretty much saying WTF. Where are the sex toys and gag gifts? It doesn't even have to be that. It just has to be adult.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The final prize was a butt plug, so that was funny.
Ew.
Yeah, that's kind of gross. Everyone kind of just left the prizes and we went off to do activities that Airbnb provided for us. Later on, one of the bridesmaids picked up most of the prizes and said her younger siblings would love this stuff. LOL. The last day,
Thank
breakfast.
God. Finally time to go home. I'm sick of
Breakfast.
being here.
Breakfast, Airbnb, and cleanup. Yep, you read that right. She
Cleanup?
didn't even have a quick morning activity for us. Like, I don't know, cooking breakfast in our goddamn aprons.
Yeah, what the heck?
I suggested that morning we have a funny paper plate ceremony like we did in high school with sports teams. Easy,
Aw.
simple, fun, and uses leftover paper plates. Fran said we didn't have time, and I let it go.
Fran is uninvited to the wedding.
The bride seemed content on The Bachelorette, but I couldn't stop thinking about how much better it could have been.
Yeah.
I talked to another bridesmaid who was confused because she also gave maid of honor so much advice. During this weekend, everything seemed super rushed, not enough activities, and I was starving the whole time. Everyone kept on
starving
snickering.
hearing them.
Everyone started snickering about the Bachelorette from hell.
I mean, it surely was from hell.
I mean, there have been a few bachelorettes where I'm starving, I will say. Like, because the girls, we're just go, and like drink. That
and
type
forget
of stuff.
about eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she goes on to say, my advice, make sure out of your bridesmaids, you pick the maid of honor who puts your needs first, not
Yeah.
just your oldest friend. Let's just say the wedding day was way worse.
What?
Ends off on that one.
Oh my gosh, Fran, what did you do?
I'm sure, like, she brought like paper plate, like you know that thing that they do sometimes at bridesmaid showers or bride showers.
Which?
They take the ribbon of the gifts and they like tape it to a paper plate.
Oh, I've
and
not
you put
seen
it
that
on
before.
on the head.
Oh.
Yeah,
no
it's like
clue.
a old school tradition. I don't know. I read the next one. My best friend from college and I moved in together into a new city. We did everything together, and people joked that we were the best married couple.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. Then she totally flipped a switch.
Oh, well, that part's not cute.
She started getting into crystals and thinking she had magical powers and had a vision unaliving myself.
Whoa, that's weird. That's cuckoo.
Did she tell me? No. She reached out to my sister and told her.
Maybe she's schizophrenic. It sets in late sometimes
Does
in your
it?
20s.
Oh my goodness. Then dropped a bombshell of a conversation on me, our other best friend, her mom and her dad, saying that all of us have been abusive to her and taken advantage of her financially, emotionally, and physically for our entire relationship.
That's so unfair to say, and I'm sure none of it is true.
Mind you, readers, that the other friend and I pretty much supported her financially.
Wow. Audacity.
Yeah. She also said in the conversation that she didn't want anything to change and that I was still her best friend, but she needed to get that off her chest. She was shocked when I told her I was going to move out to give her space. She tried to manipulate me into leaving my cat with her.
What the
and
heck?
Tried
She want
to
to
keep,
sacrifice the cat?
Yeah, that's weird. And tried to keep my security deposit after I moved out and was checked out and got clear from our other roommate that I was good.
Messed up. She's evil.
Yeah. It was a hard time for a long time, and I'm still working through it. It was 2 years ago, but it's getting better.
Wait, so they're still friends? What does she mean, 2 years?
I don't know.
Or is she in a
She's a witch
2-year
now.
recovery process?
She's
from
a
the
witch. She's in Hocus Pocus.
My gosh. You never know what kind of roommate you're going to get. Oh, wink, 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 wink.
No, we have a pretty good relationship, I feel.
Yeah. Tremendous.
I always
Compared
hear
to
like
that
those
story.
like horror stories like of, I don't know, like, have you like I had one girl that said that like her roommate would like watch her.
Watch her?
Yeah, like while she was
voyeurism?
sleeping.
That's
Yeah.
creepy. Maybe
Yeah.
she's a witch too.
How do you know I don't do that?
That I'm aware of. Do I need to install cameras outside my room door? Creepy.
Yeah, that is creepy. Are we ready for our next one?
Let's do it.
I think this is the last one.
Okay. Oof.
All right.
Let's hope it's good.
Girls' trip gone wrong.
Oh boy. Girls Gone Wild.
Yep. So yesterday, I came back from a girls' trip to Barcelona with some friends, she puts in quotes.
Oh.
And it's still getting to me how I spent hundreds for it to be a waste of time.
Oof.
It was my friend's B-Day trip, and I was pretty excited. Seemed like we would do a lot of fun stuff, but it ended up being just only clubbing. I don't like clubbing. I tolerate it for others, but to go every day for 3 days, no way.
Wait, I am identifying with this story.
I am too. No, you went out a lot more. Like you like to listen to music and everything.
Yeah.
And you liked that. And then you started turning into me.
I started morphing into you.
Yeah, you were morphing into me, which I love to stay home, be comfortable.
I think it comes with age.
Yeah, it definitely comes with age, and I'm older than you.
And my friends are younger than me.
Yeah, she has a lot of really young friends that I see them go out, and I'm like, I'm praying for you, Shannon.
Yes, she texts me and she's like, are you good? Are you sure you don't want to go home yet? And I'm like, I do, but I don't want to be a bummer to everybody. So I stick through it.
It's honestly true. All right, so 3 days of partying. The Uber drivers were already scamming us because it was 8 girls, all from London. So they really were increasing the prices. Knowing that I knew not to go to the club because I knew I wasn't going to enjoy myself anyway. That was a lot of news.
Yeah.
Anyway, I made breakfast for 8 girls twice.
She did? By herself?
I guess so.
What kind of friends are those?
And that was not the problem for me. I cooked and cleaned more than anyone else there. I wasn't complaining, but because I was staying back, the main girl asked if I could load the dishwasher, and I said, okay.
No, don't be a pushover. You just fed her. She can clean up after you.
Yeah, they definitely needed to help. Like,
Terrible.
that's not good.
No.
I was going to until me and a friend heard weird banging noises, and we were terrified. So we didn't dare to go downstairs as we were staying in a sketchy area. The girls got back from the club, and the main girl was pissed because I didn't load the dishwasher.
Is she so for real? Are you mad that I fed you, though? Are you? Throw up the food that I gave you then. Yeah. Ungrateful girl.
Ungrateful. I tried to explain to her the situation as she would have been spooked too, but she sent a hostile message to the group chat saying how it was such a lame excuse. And she also tried to bring it up when we were all having breakfast at the airport, which obviously embarrassed me.
Wow.
She was also angry that we had to load the dishwasher because I was sitting around and could have done it before we left to go to the airport.
Who is she? Did she pay her to be the cleaner on the trip? And to be the
clubbing trip.
This is so ridiculous. What an entitled girl.
Yeah.
Clearly her mother did everything for her and she has no idea what to do.
Like,
taking advantage of others.
Like, WTF? No. The day before, she was home all day and didn't even bother to clean stuff up and expects me to do it all.
What a shame.
Legit, so many girls were home and could have done it, but instead, after they finished breakfast, they left their plates there and off to upstairs.
They're picking on this girl, and it's not okay.
In the end, we didn't go to any tourist places or eat any good food. That's Shannon's worst nightmare.
Yeah, don't do that to me. Please.
It was the biggest waste of time of my life. I'm so upset about it. I will never travel with people again.
Cut me a check. I need a refund. You wasted my time.
That's horrible.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
The only good meal she had was the one she made for everyone.
Yeah. I normally only travel with people when I know them really well. Because, I mean, there have been a few times where I've been, like, questionable, but I knew the people.
Well, I don't do that.
Yeah.
I just need to know at least one person, and then I'll get to know everybody else.
Well, that's where you kind of get in trouble, don't you?
They get in trouble. I watch.
All right. Well, we'll end it on that. All right, Beach Channel. This has been Life in Style. Thanks for watching.
Bye.